Alright, so in today's video, we're going to step behind the pipes today. Yes, it's going to be another episode of NHL Be A Goalie. We haven't done one of these in a little while. And yeah, I think what I'm going to do with this series, and obviously we have another series called Back to Europe, which we haven't done an episode in quite a while in that, which we are going to go do one in that pretty soon. What I'm going to do is every weekend, so Saturday and Sunday, are dedicated to Be A Goalie and Back to Europe. I think if I have dedicated days regarding those two series, when it comes down to it, with Be A Goalie or with Back to Europe series, which I was supposed to do a live stream in, but I haven't done a live stream in quite a while because I'm mostly focusing on doing daily videos, and I feel like once I get into the motion of doing daily videos, then I'll get into the motion of doing daily videos and live streams on the weekend. But today we're going to play some NHL Be A Goalie, and then next weekend you guys will see the next episode on Saturday for Be A Goalie, and then on Sunday you guys will see Back to Europe. So anyways, there we go. It's our third Be A Pro save. And yeah, I think that's our European save right there. Is Justin Euro. I think that's gonna be. I think that's our Back to Europe series saved. So yeah. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this one. If you guys do, make sure you guys smash the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys haven't already. If you guys want to join my Discord, there'll be a link in the description. The description will be updated for this series regarding any new links or anything, so it will all be updated this time. I know last time it wasn't updated when I announced my Discord on one of these videos, but it's all updated now. It's going to be updated by the time this video goes out. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna jump into our next playoff game. We have a new conversation with our agent. We already know what this conversation is going to be. It says, Justin, I got some bad news about your draft ranking. Tell me, your draft is 160th. You're far from the top. That sucks. Do you think I have a shot at first overall? I won't lie to you, but you really put this back into time. Yeah. So basically, we're not going to get drafted first overall. So on my Discord, if you guys want to join it, like I said, there'll be a link in the description. A person, a member of my Discord, and also one of my moderators, actually, he posted this. Hopefully it's okay to talk about this. Hopefully it is. But anyways, I'm not gonna tell his name or anything like that. I'm not gonna give away his name or anything. I'm just gonna briefly what he typed here in the Discord. We're going to talk about it in this video because I really want to actually talk about this, and I feel like a lot of people are frustrated with this game this year regarding going back to Europe and not actually having like a full season, or not even having a full season with the juniors like you'll be able to do last year. You're able to play in the juniors for you get to start at age 15. You can work your way up all the way up to being drafted. So he said, so since I have NHL 21 now, I am not a fan. I'm not a fan of Be A Pro. Like I summed the entire Memorial Cup, and I didn't make it. I didn't make it past the first team, and basically he got drafted first overall. He still got drafted first overall. He did not make the Memorial Cup win. He didn't do anything. He just skipped through the entire thing, and he still got drafted first overall. Says, I am a loss, and I'm completely not trying to go through the Memorial Cup or the Championship Cup. I just want to pick a random NHL team by now. So it seems like the way to do it now is to not go through the European series or not to go through the Memorial Cup series and actually try to get drafted from there, because you're probably going to get drafted first overall anyways. It seems like by this, and it sucks. It sucks for people that want to go on to different teams and actually get drafted by a different team. Unless you're playing Be A Goalie then you probably won't get drafted first overall. But I said to him, I wrote this also too, is like, I wish you had the option to select if you could deny an interview with a certain team, like you can deny an interview with the New York Islanders, and that brings your reputation down for that team down. Like that team doesn't want to draft you anymore. It's like, he doesn't even want to talk to us, then we're not even going to even acknowledge him in the draft. Or have discussions to the teams that you want to have discussions with. So let's say I want to have a discussion with my favorite team, which is the Anaheim Ducks. I want to have a discussion with them. Let's pull that interview off and let's have an interview with the Anaheim Ducks. That's like, you can have an interview with your favorite team or with a random team that is not picking first overall or second overall, even third overall or anything like that. Have a team that's picking like 10th overall or 15th overall or something like that. Some completely different team other than the top 3 teams that are in the draft. I know it's awesome to get drafted first overall and all that stuff, but it's frustrating where you can't skip a year and have a different team that has the first overall draft pick. It's frustrating. It really is. And I got frustrated too when it's awesome that I got drafted first overall and I'm playing on the New York Islanders. It's awesome for that series, but going down the road, I wish I played for a different team that needed that one person, that needed that one guy to win them the championship. Like, let's just say the Toronto Maple Leafs or the Montreal Canadiens or the Ottawa Senators or the Vancouver Canucks. It's just teams that haven't won the cup in a while and they're looking for a really good player, and maybe get drafted to one of those teams and actually help build that team up to where they can actually win a Stanley Cup or win or even make it to the playoffs, make it past the first round. Even that will probably make the Be A Pro experience even better, because you can actually play through a team that you're a little bit more passionate of actually playing with. Now, I'm not going to sacrifice that to have my Be A Pro just not play and possibly get sent down to the minors or get sent down to the farm team regarding the farm teams. I'm not going to risk that. Obviously, for the series, it does make sense because it's NHL Be A Pro. It's not AHL Be A Pro. So, but yeah, I understand that people are frustrated and they want to play on a different team, and the only way to play on a different team this year is to pick your own team. That's the only way. That's the really only way. If you want to keep it random, you can probably hold down one of the sticks and just cycle through the teams and just stop randomly. Then that's your team. You could do it that way also, to kind of randomize it a little bit. Or you can go into a randomized generator on like a website or on your phone. You could type in all the teams in the randomized generator, and you can go from there. You can click start, whatever it randomizes. It selects a team. You play on that team. I feel like that's a better option than playing through the Memorial Cup or playing through the European League, or it's just basically the championship league, whatever, champion hockey league. Instead of playing through this league that I'm currently playing through now, instead of like just go through a randomizer and actually selecting a random team. So that's why I want to do, one of the reasons why I want to do Be A Goalie is to actually talk about this, because it's actually a good time to talk about this, because I'm just sitting here waiting for the puck to come our zone and possibly saving it. That's why I wanted to do a Be A Pro. He said, exactly, because you can't deny any team interviews, you can't play a full season in the juniors or Europe. So the draft order is the same always. You can't randomize the draft order either. So you're legitimately stuck. I said, yep. That's especially when you're desperately trying to get traded before the trade deadline. I asked my GM 4 times. This is the new thing, by the way, regarding the patch, the 1.2 patch that everyone got. So it's like I asked my GM 4 times, and each time he rejected my trade offer. Like, what is that? It just, I could tell you right now, this happened last year too. Asking for a trade, you automatically got declined. It didn't matter if you played 6 seasons or 5 seasons with the team, your trade is going to get denied. For some reason, the game doesn't allow you to get traded either. They put the option in, but you can't get traded. I tested this with NHL 20. I tested this with NHL 20. I tested this with a Be A Pro that I played through for 5 years. I played through 5 seasons on the same team. Then I asked for a trade, and they said you're not experienced enough, or you don't have enough games played. Like, I played 82 games with you guys every single season for 5 years. You can't tell me I don't have enough games played. And I did the requirement. It does pop up. It says like played like 10 games. I played 30 games by itself. Like, just by myself, put it on rookie, and just played those 20 games. Or I went over 10 games, but I went over 10 games and I played 20. But those 20 games I still played, and they still denied my trade offer. Even though I was the top scorer in the NHL, I was the top assist man in the NHL, and I was one of the top players in the NHL every single season, and I got awards every single season at the end. We won the Stanley Cup almost every single year. We didn't win it every single year because I just skipped through it. But we won it out of the 3 out of the 5 seasons that I played with this team, and still no trade. You can't tell me I have enough experience or I had enough games. Like, come on. I did the requirement. I played through the amount of games. I guarantee you I had enough experience because my guy was 84 overall. So don't tell me I don't have enough experience, and I still didn't get traded. For some reason, EA has put this thing in where you can ask for a trade, but the game still denies you no matter what. It's pointless to have it in the game. Like, it's really pointless to have it in the game. And looking at it now, having you guys test it, or having one of you guys test it, which is awesome. I thank you guys for that, because I'm not going through all of that. But thank you for testing it, by the way. You know who you are. You know you're one of my moderators. You're talking on Discord, so you know who you are. Thank you for going through all of that pain for us to discuss it today. So it's awful. It's an awful system. EA needs to put it in where if you ask for a trade, they say like, oh, play 15 games. Have that option in where you have to play a certain amount of games, like physically, like you have to user control the goalie or the player to actually register those games. And once you're done the requirement, like 15 games or anything like that, have it where you're like, okay, we'll see in the next couple of days. They put this in NHL 22. We're like, okay, we'll see in the next couple of days, and then they deny you. Put it where like, okay, we're gonna put you on the chopping block. We're gonna put you on the trading block, but if a trade doesn't come through until after the trade deadline, if the trade doesn't come through, or we're not happy with the trade, or something like that, then deny me, because I understand that. If you're not gonna find a good enough trade for me, or a good enough draft pick, or anything like that, then yeah, deny me. Perfect. That's perfect. That happens in the NHL. Like, players go on the trading block all the time. And if they don't get traded, then they stay on the team or they get sent down to the minors. It really depends on how they perform or anything like that. So have an option where, okay, we're going to put you on the block. But if we don't get anybody good in return, then or we don't get a player that's good enough to return, like a player that will return to the same caliber as you are playing, the amount of goals or anything like that, the amount of like assist or anything like that. That was goalie interference. The guy was on top of me. I wasn't not those. Okay, 3 goals I let in legitimately. I had a problem saving those because I'm talking to you guys. I'm trying to focus on this. I'm not really focusing on the game. But yeah, the guy was on top of me, and the guy just completely deeped me out there. Anyways, that's the gameplay is not the objective of this video or this topic that we're actually talking about. Probably going to name it something different for this episode, but if we do come back in the next like 8 minutes, that will probably be the title. Yeah, it's the system is broken. Like, have the option where, okay, like I said before, we'll get back on topic here. I kind of lost train of thought here. So yeah, as of like, put me on the trading block if you can't find a good enough player that will replace me to possibly get the same amount of goals and the amount of sound assists if you're not like playing on rookie and you're getting 90 goals a season, or something like that, something crazy. If you can't find a player good enough, then obviously I won't get traded. And you put me on the block. If you don't get anybody good enough, then deny my trade. After the trading deadline, then deny my trade if I don't get traded. Say we couldn't do this year, couldn't trade you, blah blah blah. Let's move on. Okay, let's focus on the way to the playoffs then. Because when you ask for a trade, you're not really gonna play. You're not really gonna play your heart out as you would if you actually play for a team that actually you're willing to play for. That you're willing to play for every single game and outperform or perform better to actually stay on that team. Like, let's just say if I played on the Anaheim Ducks and Be A Pro, which is one of my dreams when it comes down to this series, I always try to get the Anaheim Ducks legitimately and not just select a team and just play through. I do that on a separate save, but I will love it in my main series because it will make my videos a little bit more interesting, because I'll actually have a little bit more energy to actually win and actually score and actually help out my team. Obviously, in this year, Be A Pro really helps out when you do help your team out in the management and your brand. And I feel like if I played on the Anaheim Ducks, I can do all 3. But I feel like if I played on a different team, I had to focus on 2 different things. I had to focus on the management, for the management to like me. Maybe we have to put the management down in this. Maybe when it comes down to trying to get traded or anything like that, you need to have like the management negative. Like, you have to have a negative. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. I haven't really gone negative on the management, but maybe you have to bring the management down. But if you like on my Be A Pro save with the New York Islanders, I have to I am working on my teammates and I'm working on the management. I'm not really working on my brand. We're working on the brand now because we can risk the management and teammates because we built them up so high. We can risk that for a little bit. And yeah, we definitely have lost this game. Which is unfortunate. But I really wanted to talk about this, and I really wanted to have something that wasn't really 100% distracting like NHL Be A Pro, because with that Be A Pro character, I'm really trying to focus and actually getting better and actually outperforming everybody and trying to get the NHL awards and try to get that achievement and all that stuff. So, and obviously with this, I'm trying to get through obviously this could be a regular Be A Pro or regular Be A Goalie, and we're trying to get to the NHL. And if we get drafted by the New York Islanders in this, and we get picked 160th, whatever number it is, if we get picked by the New York Islanders, I'm going to burn this save, and we're just going to select a team by random. Because there's no way I'm having two Be A Pro series on the same teams. I'm not having that. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know I talked through the entire video. Really didn't have a break at all regarding anything. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know it wasn't kind of like a normal episode of NHL Be A Goalie. I know we focused on goals the last game where we only let in 2 goals, maximum of 2 goals. I know we didn't really focus on this in this episode, but I really wanted to talk about this. This was kind of on my mind ever since somebody mentioned in Discord, obviously one of my moderators for this channel, and all that stuff. So I really wanted to talk about this in this video and get your guys' opinions on this. Do you guys think that they should put an option in the beginning, like for next year's game? Obviously, they're not going to add it this game, obviously. But maybe for next game, for next NHL, I know it's kind of early to talk about this, but for the next NHL 21 or NHL 22, when that comes out next year, do you guys think they should add an option where you can decline an interview with a team? Like, you can decline an interview with the team that you don't want to have an interview with, and then that team's like, okay, we're not going to draft him. He doesn't even want to talk to us. We're not going to draft him. Would that be a good option for this series, for add-ons to Be A Pro? Because obviously they're going to add on to this. They're not going to get rid of this now because so many people do like the new addition to Be A Pro with these interviews, with these like abilities and these challenges and these little things that they added. It's a great addition to the series. It's a great addition to the game mode because we haven't got an update like this in quite a while. So it's really refreshing to see something new in Be A Pro. But let's see some more changes to Be A Pro. Let's keep on pushing EA to make more changes to Be A Pro because it deserves it. It's a great game mode. Obviously, I've been doing it since NHL 15 on this channel, and I've been doing it for quite a while. That's all I do on this channel is play Be A Pro. Obviously, we do other videos and stuff, but my main thing for this channel is Be A Pro. I've been doing this since 2015, or since NHL 15. I've been doing this series nonstop. It's absolutely insane how long I've been doing this. I've been doing it longer than most YouTubers that have been doing it with Be A Pro. Obviously, there's other YouTubers that have done it longer than me, but I have been doing longer episodes, and I used to do over 130 episodes I did over 130 episodes I did over 100 episodes for NHL 15, NHL 16, and it started declining from there because that's when the game started changing dramatically and actually not being good. And with NHL 22 now, this is NHL 21, sorry. NHL 21, we have these changes to Be A Pro to make it a little bit more interesting. And I think this series will have over 100 episodes for Be A Pro this year, which I haven't done since NHL 16. I haven't done that since NHL 16 or NHL 17. I forget which one it is, but I haven't done it since. That's crazy. So if this year can bring me over 100 episodes for NHL Be A Pro, not NHL Be A Goalie, obviously, for NHL Be A Pro, that would be amazing. And we need to make more changes to Be A Pro. Obviously, I love the changes they have made to this year's Be A Pro. I love it. And continue the work, continue the improvements, continue having more interviews, more discussions, more conversations, and more stuff with adding stuff. You actually, in this one, you earn money, you earn salary perks. You can buy houses, jewelry, cars. Add on to that. Add a little story behind it. Add a separate story mode to Be A Pro. Like a separate thing by itself that's in the Be A Pro menu or Be A Pro hub, where you can have your regular Be A Pro. Then you can have the story Be A Pro, where you follow one character throughout his childhood, either if he's growing up in Canada, he's going to play in the triple A teams. He's going to work into the juniors, then he's going to work into the NHL. Or if he's living in the States, either have him move to Canada and do the same route as a Canadian player, or have the new route where you go to a certain college, certain prep school, and actually learn hockey and actually play hockey every single day. That's all you do at this school. You play hockey, you go to university for hockey, you go to college for hockey. Then you move up to the draft. Or if you're in Europe, you play through the entire European league or leagues. I don't know how it works as a kid in Europe. I know most of the kids actually move from Europe to Canada just to play hockey, and most American players actually move to Canada to actually play most American players move to Canada to play in Canada because that's where the best competition is. That's where the hardest competition is when it comes down to hockey. Follow that route with the story. I know this is adding on to this and all this stuff. I wanted to rant about this for a little bit, and I'm glad I'm doing it now. Adding these little things to Be a Pro is great. I love them. But adding like a separate story mode to it will be even more awesome. That's all I got to say on this. I probably have more to talk about, but that's time for a separate video. That's for a separate video, and I don't want to draw this video on for too long. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this episode of NHL Be A Goalie, if you guys agree what I have been saying in this video with Be A Pro, adding these little things is awesome, but adding more things will make it even better. You guys could tell me your opinions in the comments below. Make sure you guys smash the like button if you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys haven't already. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you can come notified when I upload a video. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links will be in the description. Also, there'll be a link in the description to the playlist for this series and any other series that I do at NHL 21. Also, a link to my Discord if you want to join there and discuss everything there with NHL 21 and what should be added and what should be removed. Anyways, my name's Prez. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up.